There are 4 key areas in life that you need to have in harmony in order to live in a purposeful, meaningful, and fulfilling way, right? And I know balance is very difficult. Don't get me wrong. Balance is something that we all work on. But these 4 areas are things that I go over with the people that I coach and the people that I teach constantly. Okay, these are big areas, and when they are in alignment, and we are in alignment, this is when we can feel fulfilled. This is when we can feel good about who we are. This is when we can feel confidence and self-esteem and self-acceptance and all that kind of stuff. And we like who we are. Imagine that for a moment. Most people do not like even who they are. Okay, they look in the mirror and they think, ugh, I don't like that. Like, you should look in the mirror and you should be proud of what you see. Not just physically, but your character, who you are on the inside, your spirit, your soul. You should like who you are. Okay, so the 4 areas are spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, and social. Okay, so spiritual. This one could be an entire video series. But today, in this video, I'm going to kind of break down all of them in a very more simplified version. But spiritual, okay, understand this, that there is a part of you that is the spiritual aspect. And then there's the physical aspect of us. And I'm not talking about fitness here. I'm just talking about our body, okay? But we have these 2 sides to us. One of them is the spiritual, one is the physical. And they are constantly in battle for control. Now, what we want is we want our spirit, our soul, to be stronger than the physical part of us. Because our physical side wants things now. Right? If you're into self-development and things like that, you've probably seen the things about like the dopamine detoxes, the dopamine hits, and, constant gratification and all those hot topic buttons that we see these days. But these are essentially the physical side. The physical side wants things now, right? The physical side wants that, to give into our base desires, to not really think about anything, to have complete just pleasure all the time, right? And the spiritual side of us is the part that says, I should probably get up and work out. The part that says, I probably shouldn't be lazy today. Maybe I should stop scrolling on TikTok for 10 hours in a row. Maybe I should be better to my wife and my kids. Maybe I should work harder, right? That's the spiritual side. What you need to understand is that the spirit side, the part that wants you to be better and wants you to be more, that is you, okay? That is your true self. But again, we have these 2 sides that fight constantly for dominance, for power, okay? Now, we want them to be in alignment, which means we need to get our physical self, we need to get us, I need to get me, you need to get you, to follow that higher self, to do the things that we know we need to do in order to be better. Okay, this isn't necessarily just about like religion and God, and while I am completely in line with, like, in agreement with those, I think those are extremely important, and I believe that you should. That's not necessarily what this is about, right? This is about being in line with ourselves spiritually. And what tends to happen, right? What tends to happen is that we do seek out God, right? We do seek out and call out in prayer, right? In whatever form that may be, because there are many forms of prayer. They don't have to be all formal. They don't all have to be formal. But we tend to do those things as we are spiritual beings that seek for greater wisdom, for greater enlightenment. And so as we follow those urges and those things that we want and things that we have, as we follow those, we align ourselves with our spirit more and our true self. Okay? So that's the spiritual side. You follow that. Follow it. Most people do not. And part of the reason they don't, and this may be you, is because we tend to tune it out. As kids, we're very in tune. As children are very in tune with their spiritual side, right? They're new to this world. But we tend to block it out. We tend to drown it out with so many distractions. But if we can come back, and this is something that I talk about and teach again, which is, getting into, being present, having a lot of gratitude, meditation, all of that kind of stuff. We're not going to go into that in this video, but you get the idea, hopefully, for that spiritual side. Next is the physical side. Now, this is the fitness part. You need to be strong. Sorry, there it is. You need to be strong. Stop being weak. Stop being fat. Stop being lazy. Okay? Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Eat relatively well. I'll be the first to admit, I don't eat fan-freaking-tastic, okay? I like me some energy drinks, okay? I like junk food. I like pizza. I like it all, but I keep it under management, which is why I look the way that I do, okay? And maybe you've seen other videos where I have my shirt off. I don't do that very often because that's not really what I want to be known for. But I look the way that I do because it's all under control while I like those things, okay? So be a fit person. Be a healthy person. You need to be physically strong. And your physical strength, when you feel good about how you look, it helps us mentally. Imagine that, okay? When we're physically strong, it helps create mental strength as well, okay? So you need to be physically fit. Not just for yourself, though. And it's not just about looking good, right? This is about taking care of ourselves. And again, living in alignment. We want to be fit. We want to feel good. We want to have a lot of energy. Don't you want unlimited energy? I already know you do. Everybody does. Everybody's lacking energy these days, okay? Part of that comes from fitness. A lot of that comes from being fit and being in shape. You want to be there for your kids. You want to be there for your family. These are extremely important things. It's not just about looking good. Well, that's a benefit though. Okay. Next is mental and emotional, which comes into the mindset portion, understanding how we think, upgrading the way that we think, reprogramming our mind, which is again a major part of what I teach people and what I coach on is the mental reprogramming, because we all have and have created limiting beliefs in ourselves. I talk to people and man, the range is so great as far as limiting. There are things that you wouldn't even think of. There are things that I wouldn't think of that I've worked with people on. Okay. Everybody has limiting beliefs, but you are limitless. Your mind is limitless. You have absolute untapped potential. Okay. And that is something that we have to unlock, that we have to work to get past. Okay, so we reprogram your mind. Anyways, the emotional part, is you have to be in control of your emotions. You have to be in control of your life. You have to be in control of your mind. Now, I recently did a video, you can go check it out, about the garden of your mind. It's a nice analogy, but we can control our thoughts. Okay, and we can reprogram our unconscious mind, our subconscious, to work in our favor and rewrite the belief systems that we have to give us more power, to give us more confidence, so that we can live with purpose and we can live better, more fulfilling, more joyful lives. This is basic stuff, in my opinion. And these are the things that I teach all the time. These are the things that I work with people on. Okay, now our emotions, you have choices, right? And I'm not going to go into all these different mindset shifts that I coach and teach on, but there are many mindset shifts, very simple ones, right? That just knowing them, being aware of them, you will start to implement into your life, and they will immediately make things better and easier for you. Okay, so mental and emotional, you need to master those things or work to master them. I don't really think that you can completely master your mind. It's too infinite, just being blunt, but you work on the mastery and you can get so much better and farther than you could possibly imagine at this point. Okay. Your mind is so much more powerful than you can believe, at least right now. Now, social. You need friends, you need family, and you need communication and social skills. Okay. So working on those is very, very important to our mental health, frankly. Our health, physical health, mental health is social health, right? When we are socially adept, when we understand how to communicate and we don't live under the microscope of thinking that other people are judging us all the time, and we can move freely in social settings wherever we are, whatever we're doing, whatever we want to say, there is so much freedom in that when we understand how to interact socially. Because I know a lot of people that have crazy social anxiety. Like when they're with groups of people, all they're thinking about the whole time, instead of just being present and enjoying company, they're thinking, oh, what did this person think of me? What did I say that was stupid? I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. They probably don't like me. Maybe you fall into that category. A lot of people do. You don't want to be thinking about any of that. And that comes from social skills, right? Communication skills and self-confidence, so that you're not doubting and second-guessing yourself, okay? These are the 4 major areas. There are, of course, many areas of life that we can work on and pursue and get better at. But these are 4 major things that will catapult you into success in life, right? That's what we want. That's what I want. I want you to become someone that conquers life, that attacks life, that doesn't live in fear, that lives on your own terms, that can go after what you want because you're that guy, because that's what you do. And you have no doubts about yourself. You have no reserve. You completely believe in yourself. That is what I want for you. That is what you need to build for yourself. If you're interested in that, if that's something that you want, click the link down below to see if working together makes sense, and I will catch you on the next video.